Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Zips are on the move. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's McMahon. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Zips! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the ground, he's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Reese. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every single day in practice, and you could tell he saw the ball great, went up and plucked it.
It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The Zips have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to the ground with the running back. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Get set, get set.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Akron! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Akron 14, Jacksonville State 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On second down, wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Nice job by the defense reading the tight end's formation. He was lined up inside. They had an answer for him. Multiple players ready for the ball to go his way, and as a result, that thing falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Air Force was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Falcons performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The handoff as they run the counter play here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Line getting set on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Coming after him. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy. It puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
The aerial assault continues. Finds the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave? Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On second down, looking again to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Hey, that's a live ball. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Akron 41, Jacksonville State 7.
And the Zips will kick it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your...
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
The blocking doesn't have to be perfect because this guy makes people miss and creates explosive plays.
Yeah, yards after contact really has been a big part of this rushing offense this season and obviously in this game as well. They've got guys that give tremendous individual effort. They are hard to bring down.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Number 4 with the catch in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Got a lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Akron!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're bringing heat, trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They move the tight end all over. to the ground with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
On the double.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flipping forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And tackled there by the defense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got it.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory?
Come on, set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Akron 28, Jacksonville State 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Second down.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going for it all. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. And here they come, almost all the way back.
With the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by just 1 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle, it's McMahon. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Zips! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Going deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the comeback is on. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Power ahead. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35. Jacksonville State, 29.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. drops it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses to 30. Running toward the tape. The 30. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Akron! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Looking to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Back to the air one more time. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pinch. Nice catch.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It's complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's looking to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Zips. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Gain of 9. 1st down for the offense.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.